accomplish it the way they were taught in their practices.
Yeah, it's safe to say that, both of these squads have been to task here. Both offenses coming into this contest, kAIMUKI averaging 37.8 points per game, Roosevelt averaging 37.9 points per game. So they have been very effective in shutting down two high-powered offenses. So single back, and they're going to have the flea flicker set up. Hurling it downfield, Moananu, what a catch! Gets it away from the defender. Touchdown, kAIMUKI. Razzle, dazzle here in the second quarter. And for Kobe Moananu, he leads the state with his 18th receiving touchdown this season.
Yeah, what a play there, Ryan. With that Kobe, he looked like he kept running forward, but he adjusted with how the ball came in, and that's how he managed to catch that ball and then shove off number 11 there. That'll be Jason Herr, and to make that play into the end zone, or to the
and the kick is good here for kAIMUKI. That was Kurt Kawamoto putting it through the upright. So the Bulldogs draw first blood here, 7-0. This was a game we talked about, both defenses dominating, but kAIMUKI had to go to the back of the playbook there, and they went with the flea flicker. Your thoughts about that play?
Yeah, that play, they never used that just to now, but it was very successful. That pass was right on point, and also with Kobe Moananu there with the adjustment, made the catch and able to make that touchdown.
Now, for Jaden Mayaba, he was coming into this contest tied for first in the state with 33 passing touchdowns. He was tied with Kian Miyasato from Hilo. I believe Kian threw for several last night against Konawaina in their Division I title clinching game. Hilo will be going into the D1 tournament as a seeded team. Once again, folks, the winner of this contest will be a seeded team in the D1 tournament. The loser will be the fifth team, or the unseeded team, that will be facing seed number 4. It will be Isaac Kalekau bringing this one up from the 10. Kalekau angling his way, still on his feet. And finally, a host of Bulldogs bring him down at the 25, but they're going to give him forward progress to the 27-yard line on that play.
Yeah, Isaac Kalekau, what a great runner there. He was able to, let's look at the replay if it comes on right there. A nice catch, able to look downfield, find his way to the right side of the field where it looked like that was number 6. And that's Avin Tanioka with that stop.
Tanioka, he's the main return man here for kAIMUKI, only a freshman. As they're going to bounce this off to Camacho. And Camacho is brought down only for a yard or two gain there. Again, kAIMUKI played very good team defense.
Yeah, Camacho with the great run to the right side of the formation there. There was stopped there by number, you couldn't see the number.
And a host of Bulldogs were in there on the play. 2nd down and 8. 8:33 left here in the first half. Bulldogs bring the blitz, and they bring down Ogata again. That was Loketti there with the sack.
50. Yep. Loketti there. That was Tevita Loketti. Great play, great play.
Loketti, one of the seniors who's filling in. Remember last year they had a very talented D-line led by current University of Washington Husky, Sama Pa'ama, and also Quinton Brackens were featured on that defense as Ogata escaping pressure, throws across his body, missed tackle in the open field for Chung. Chung past the first down marker, Chung still on his feet. Moananu meets him right at the 41-yard line, but Roosevelt does enough Again, it was 3rd and long. And again, the Rough Riders convert.
Yeah, Kobe Monano there with the great stop. And it looked like great snap, looking downfield there. And it looks like he passed 3 defenders into Kobe Monano with that great hit on.
Ogata brought down there by the long arm of the law, Ashley Nahina, from his right defensive end position. So it's going to be a gain of 2 for Sky.
Yeah, we've been hearing Nahina's name multiple times here today. And that was a great stop there of Ogata.
So we're under the 7-minute mark here. 2nd down and 7. Chung is reverse motion here, and it's going to be the sprint draw. It's going to be Mitchell Camacho again. Camacho here stood up by several Bulldog defenders, and they were going for the strip once again. The Bulldogs have already forced 2 fumbles, but recovered none. And that's a pretty good run there by Camacho. It's going to set up 3rd down and 1.
Great meeting, and it was that Kaluna with the meat right there in the field where he made that stop on the run of Camacho.
3rd down and 1. Ogata has a wide open receiver, but a tip draw interception. Matthew Williams. Williams still on his feet, reversing field. And Roosevelt had a grand opportunity. That ball hung up in the air for a while. But great recovery defense there by Matthew Williams.
What a great read, Ryan. Matthew Williams was able to intercept that ball. And it was able to take down there by number 63. That will be Christian Calve.
So kAIMUKI here looking to capitalize on the turnover. 6:05 left here in the first half. And they're going to have Fa'asoa lining up on the strong side as a tight end. 21 formation here for the Bulldogs, and they're going to go power game. We haven't mentioned Namis Aswenga Fuala'au a lot, but now with a 7-point lead, maybe this is the time for kAIMUKI to go ground and pound.
Yep, that was Namis Aswenga there with the great run there in the middle, with met there by 3 Bulldogs there, Rough Riders.
2nd down and 6 here. 5:36 left and counting down here in the first half. Aswenga Fuala'au, lone setback. Again, 2 tight end formation here, and it's going to be an encroachment perhaps on Roosevelt.
Encroachment. Defense. Number 51. 5-yard penalty. Down remains 2.
So it's now from 2nd and 6 is going to be 2nd and 1. And again, another Roosevelt mistake, this time by way of penalty. Again, they're going to go here from the single back there. Aswenga Fuala'au spins his way into the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. 6-yard gain, and they're going to move the chains. Clock now at 5:14 here. And a good, sustained, controlled drive heel for the Bulldogs.
Yep, they're staying their game, and they trying their best to continue to drive forward and make those yards, Ryan.
Clock winding under 5 minutes right now. 12 seconds on the play clock here, and you can see the sophomore, Mayava, very controlled here. They're going to go counter. And it's Aswenga Fuala'au again, goes out of bounds, close to the first down. In fact, that should be enough. They're going to move the chains, and they're into Rough Rider territory at the 43-yard line.
Yep, the handoff there to Namis Aswenga there, and was taken down by number 11, and that'll be Jason Herr again.
Jason Herr, very busy individual here. not only he has to watch Kobe Moananu, he's also very involved on the run stoppage defense here, as it's going to be a quick handoff here. And Oswenga Fola'au there, carrying tacklers in his wake. Inside the 25 to the 24. 19 yards on that gain there for kAIMUKI.
Yeah, another great opportunity here, Ryan, for the Rough Riders with that nice run there by Namis. Oswenga Fola'au, right there in the middle.
So clock stops temporarily with 4:35 left here. 10 seconds on the play clock here. kAIMUKI needs to line up quick. Mayaba from the power formation. They're going to go counter again. Oswenga Fola'au is brought down for minimal gain. This time it was kAIMUKI, number 50, the linebacker there with the big stop.
Yeah, handoff coming into that C gap with the quick attack there by number 50, kAIMUKI with that stop.
Ball spotted now at the 24-yard line here. It'll be 2nd and 10. Clock now under 4 minutes here. 7 seconds on the play clock. kAIMUKI doing really well to control the clock here. And Mayaba, great ball fake. And couldn't find the receiver. Blade Pfeiffer Kikoa was the intended receiver. And you can kind of see at the end of the play the gesticulations from Ricky Wells, his fellow offensive lineman, saying, hey, I paved the way for you, buddy. Why don't you follow me?
And then also, Ryan, you know, with that great fake there by the quarterback, but that was read by number 53, and that will be Jackie Johnson there, even though he missed it, but that was a great read for me.
3rd down and 10. And it's going to be Oswenga Fola'au here. So they end up running for it here on 3rd down and 10. They're going to be a yard shy of the 1st down, and now it's going to be decision time here with 3.5 minutes left. They do have an able field goal kicker in Kurt Kawamoto.
Yeah, that great stop too, Ryan, by number 20, the Rough Riders. And that will be, Isaac Kalekau there with coming down in the middle there to take down Namis.
So a 33-yard field goal attempt here for Kawamoto. His range is at around 40. Here's the kick, and it is good. Kurt Kawamoto will put the Bulldogs up by the score of 10-0. And with 3:01 left here in this first half, you are watching the OIA Division II Football Championships here at Aloha Stadium. This is Stadium Star Sports.
What does the Hawaii Pacific Health Great Aloha Run mean
TV
to you?
timeout.
I want to be healthier, so.
It means I have a goal to motivate me.
Plus, it's great that it raises money.
For Hawaii charities, I totally support.
Having fun with 25,000 friends.
It's been a great tradition since 1985.
Join us on Monday, February 17th. Walk, jog, or run. Everyone is welcome. Early sign-ups are available now. Register at greataloharun.com.
All right, and we're back here. Ryan Nagano, Hio Pelesasa, bringing to you first half action. And there's a lot to cheer for if you're a kAIMUKI Bulldogs fan here so far with a score 10-0. Check out this field goal here from another angle.
Great kick, you know, nice high right in the middle there to make that extra points for the Rough Riders.
For the Bulldogs.
For the Bulldogs, sorry.
Yeah, Kawamoto mentioned earlier, his range is around 40 to 45 yards. But with that kick, it looked like it could have gone that distance fairly easily. So that could be a key moment here in this contest here. kAIMUKI up by 2 scores. Remember when both of these teams faced off last year, kAIMUKI had a 2-possession lead late in the 3rd quarter, only to fritter that lead away and, in fact, lose by 10 points.
Yep, and it looks like
So looks like we're going to have several returnees or return men here for the Rough Riders. Isaac Ka'aimuki is one of them. That ball, in fact, goes over Ka'aimuki's head, and it will be an illegal kick. So it looks like the Rough Riders will get a gift, and we'll start from the 35-yard line here. Hio, what does Roosevelt need to do here? They have 3 minutes left before halftime. They need a score here to kind of keep pace here with the
Kicking
Bulldogs.
fraction
Yeah,
on a kicking team.
They started off really good in the beginning.
Ball we placed
with
on
their
35-yard line.
offense and how they
First down.
they went with their passing game. But I think that's what they need to get back on, is to strengthen that or stress out that their passing game, so that they can stretch out the field, so they get the ball down.
Well, Sky Ogata here, looking to go vertical. He does have 4 receivers, 2 on either side of the ball, and it's going to be Camacho on the bounce out. In fact, that is not Camacho, that's Kale Vahilani coming into this contest with 227 yards. And it's going to be none other than Kaulana Kaluna again with another stop for kAIMUKI.
Yeah, that was Kaulana Kaluna with that nice coming there down from the field to capture that nice stop there.
Gain of 8 here for the Rough Riders. Clock now at the 2:30 mark and counting down. Ogata, again, it's going to be a handoff. Vahilani again, left side. Vahilani just needed a couple, but he gets more than that as he goes into Bulldog territory, and he's met once again by Kaluna.
Yeah, that was Kaulana Kaluna again with the stop there. It looked like, Ryan, that was number 57.
Oh, KJ Navarez there with the tackle. He's the up-and-coming star on that defensive side for the Bulldogs. Again, hitch route, and it's going to be Ka'aimuki. Isaac Ka'aimuki there made one man miss, almost slipped off another tackle, and he'll be close to the first down by 2 yards.
Yeah, that number, first it was number, it was the stop there was Sione Paongo Taufa, number 48 there. But the first tackle there was number 9. That's why it's Kanaloa Nahinu with the wrap. You need to wrap that to take him down completely.
Bulldogs go with a blitz here and then finds a receiver. Penalty flag thrown in the backfield. And this play most likely will be coming back. Usually in the area of holding, and
it's on the 49-yard line. It's on the 49.
It's flag was thrown near midfield there by Marshall Harvest. And looks like this could be a penalty here.
Personal foul. 55 defense. Illegal helmet contact. First down.
Instead, they're going to call this on kAIMUKI. Their Puatasi Komiti number 55 was the only Bulldog in the backfield in the area of which the flag was thrown.
Timekeeper, please
like
add
this,
the
Ryan,
clock.
with
5 seconds to the
holdings
clock.
on both teams.
1, 2,
It's
1.
going back and forth with their penalties.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's see if the Rough Riders can finally cash in here on a kAIMUKI mistake. Ball spotted on the Bulldog 24-yard line. 1:17 and counting down here in quarter 2. It's going to be Ogata. Finds a receiver in the middle. It's Chung. Chung misses a man. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Roosevelt. New ball game, football fans. Roosevelt on the board.
24 yards.
Yeah.
Ogata to Chung for 24 yards there. And it was a culmination of very efficient drive by the Rough Riders. Let's check it out here.
There. Yeah, great look down into Chung. Caught there and made that quick run down to that point count.
For Scott Chung, that's his 6th touchdown this season, 2nd on the squad. Isaac Segawa puts us through the uprights. And with 1:05 left here, it's going to be Roosevelt with a big response here. Score now 10-7. And Hio now kAIMUKI will be gaining the ball with 65 seconds left, and it will be a big decision here for Coach Tautofi. Before we get into that, let's check out the replay from another angle.
Yeah, that again with that the touchdown by Scott Chung there. Great execution, and like you said, you know, a couple of seconds left. They got to take every minute count.
Oh, that is for sure. And I think a lot of what kAIMUKI's decision on what they're going to do with the last 65 seconds would probably be based off of the return here. kAIMUKI was able to get a good return. And they're going to whistle this dead here, so no play. They'll still need to get things set up.
46.
And they're going to give it another goal here. Segawa will be kicking this off here. And it's going to be a squibber.
It's Robert.
Ball is checked up at around the 15. Then it's going to be Kaluna taking it down to the 26-yard line here. So Bulldogs have 74 yards to pay dirt. They do have exactly 60 seconds on the clock and 2 timeouts. Roosevelt still have all 3 timeouts here in the first half. So it's going to be that strategy here of how both of these teams will manage their time.
Yeah, that's what it looked like, you know, with Bulldogs here as they take on the bat now. So they're going to take every chance they get to continue to add those points onto the board.
So it looks like they got different personnel here. Aswinga Fula'au, lone setback. Moananu is to the bottom of your screen. And they're going to go to the running back here. 2 hands on the football. Roosevelt looking for the strip, and finally a whistle is blown. Forward progress will be given for a 2-yard gain up to the 27-yard line. 45 seconds, 44 seconds. Both teams not calling any timeouts. I think they are content with the score. Let's check it out here.
Yep. The run there by Namis, there was too many of the red shirts there making that stop.
26, 25 seconds. Still no timeouts called here. This could be the final play of the first half. Again, Aswinga Fula'au here cannot escape the clutches of Roosevelt's number 50 there. That is kAIMUKI again.
Timeout, Roosevelt.
kAIMUKI there with the nice stop, Ryan. Namis Aswinga Fula'au there couldn't get through.
So Roosevelt will call their first out of their 3 timeouts, only 14 seconds left. So we'll have definitely another play here on 3rd down and 6 for kAIMUKI. kAIMUKI will be happy to take this to the ground, but knowing that Roosevelt has a couple timeouts in hand, this may influence what the Bulldogs do here on this play. They may take a shot downfield, which may play into the hands of Roosevelt. Who knows?
That would be a smart decision too, so that they can put some more points on.
Now, Roosevelt throughout the season has been buoyed by a very good secondary led by St. Francis transfer Shepherd Kekahuna. They also had Alon Monte, but he is injured with a knee injury. He's in street clothes and in crutches. That's a big loss in that secondary for Roosevelt. But they still have a lot of talented players. Jason Hurd tied the broom, playing the corners. And then Isaac Kalekau and also Jordan Hines. So Maiava. And they try to go for the hook and ladder. Kaluna there caught the ball a yard shy of the first down and immediately wanted to pitch that. But good recognition by Roosevelt, able to stop this short.
Timeout. kAIMUKI.
kAIMUKI will
correction.
call a timeout.
Roosevelt, the second timeout of the
4
half.
seconds left, 4th down and 1. And I'm sure kAIMUKI with the arm of Jaden Maiava, they may want to take a shot downfield.
Yeah, that's right, Ryan. And that was number 5, yeah, with the catch. Call on the Kaluna again.
They have a lot to cheer for, especially in the last couple minutes of this quarter. They're able to get a score on the board, and you see the kAIMUKI fans. kAIMUKI looking to take one more shot downfield. They're going to go 5 wide receivers here. Deepest defenders for Roosevelt are only 12 yards off the ball, and now penalty flags here.
Prior to snap, false start, number 58, offense, 5-yard penalty, down remains 4.
Now ball spotted at the 30-yard line. Down and distance is almost inconsequential at this point. Only 4 seconds left on the clock. Mayava here, facing 5-man pressure. And the ball is fumbled. kAIMUKI very fortunate to recover it there. And on that mad scramble, we have several Bulldog offensive linemen hurt. And they get up gingerly as one of the linemen got rolled up upon on that scramble to loose ball. But after that action-packed first half, it's going to be the Bulldogs taking a 3-point lead into the locker rooms by the score of 10-7. We're going to take a break here. From Aloha Stadium, you're watching the OIA Division II Football Championships. This is Aloha Stadium Stars Sports.
Thank you, Barry.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Rob. How's that, heel, man?
Yes, sir. Of course. Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for stepping on.
I just jumped on because I went, and then Maria stops at me saying she didn't know it was me, and I was like talking over Barry, and I'm like, wait. First off, A, I'm good friends with Barry. B, don't ever snap at me ever again, you know?
What Barry was trying to,
No, but it was mainly because Maria's over in that booth there.
Yeah.
And she's like, listening in, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, and then Ivan starts snapping at me because you're coughing and he could hear it.
up here in the press box booth, and our score as we start the second half, kAIMUKI up 10-7 as they'll be getting the ball to start the second half. Here's a short kick that will be fielded up by Kaluna. Kaluna at the 15, trying to get something on this return. We'll get it to about the 16-yard line, and kAIMUKI, Jarek, up already in the second half, 10-7. What are some second half adjustments that we can look for here from kAIMUKI?
Well, you know, both teams kind of started off slow here in the first half of the game. It really picked up towards the end of that second quarter with both teams tallying a score. I expect another tight game. I think kAIMUKI needs to get rolling through the air. They've only amassed 92 yards passing, and their offense has been stalling out with only 58 yards rushing, but good field position, a couple of big plays has really helped. So Roosevelt really needs to stop those big plays and play good fundamental defense.
So here comes kAIMUKI, 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. They'll go trips to the near side. Mayava, the receiver, as the ball goes up the middle. Tasuga Fayao, and the ball comes loose as Roosevelt comes up with it. And one of the safeties coming up with the ball at the end of the play. That's going to be Kaneke Gusman.
Yeah, and what a turn of events as the running back, Fualao, he's had a great game so far. He was fighting for extra yards, which he's a big physical runner. Sometimes when you're doing that, though, you're prone to get that ball stripped, as it looks like his knee was down, as is clear, but the referees are sticking with the call on the field. Unfortunately, no challenges, so what a big break there for the Rough Riders.
Indeed, you're right there, Jarek. Indeed, you definitely saw Fualao's knee was down. So Roosevelt will set the big formation here as Ogata will be under center. And the give this time is going to go to Wahilani, a running back who is the leading rusher with 17 yards in the first half there for Roosevelt.
Yeah, so Ogata's had a pretty decent day through the air. He's been pretty efficient except for the one interception. So you see Roosevelt going with this wishbone offense, maybe mixing it up a little bit. That's a lot of big guys in the box, but kAIMUKI has the size to match up with them, and here they are back again in the wishbone, trying to power their way into the end zone.
So Ogata this time will go to Kekahuna on the top side, and Kekahuna driving his feet forward will get near the 5-yard line, as there'll be a pickup of 6 on the play. Check that. Make that 5 on the play.
Yeah, so they go back to that big formation. When you see the big tight ends, you see 3 running backs in the backfield, you're expecting something power up the middle. So they decide to go toss instead and get a nice little crease on the edge for a good gain. So here we are, 3rd and 3. They can still get a first down without scoring.
As we have a stoppage from Marshall Harvest, as Kekahuna is going to have to come out for a play with equipment malfunction.
Yeah, it looks like his ear pad came out.
And now it looks like the Roosevelt Rough Riders are switching a whole bunch of guys out here. So this definitely looks like it changed the play.
Yeah, absolutely. Kekahuna, like a dynamic athlete coming over from St. Francis, really makes an impact. So when he's out of the game, now you see them in a spread formation where Ogata has been really successful throwing the ball.
Ogata on 3rd down, taking a shot to the end zone and laying out. And unable to come up with the catch was Kolea Makalino. And I love the effort that he gave on 3rd down, unable to hang on there.
Yeah, Ogata's going to want to have that throw back as he had him wide open there. And, just threw it over the wrong shoulder. Receiver tried to make the adjustment, just wasn't able to locate the football in time. Now we have 4th and 3. Field goal unit on the field trying to tie this game.
So coming out to attempt the field goal here is going to be Isaac Segawa. As there's a quick snap, there's a penalty, though, on the near sideline. And this will make it interesting here, as it's 4th and 3, ball on the 4-yard line. If it's a penalty against kAIMUKI, that could bring up a first down.
Yeah, that's going to be a big call here. And KAIMUKI looking unhappy as they're signaling towards Roosevelt, marching closer to that end zone. Well, if they're inside the 20, it'll be a half the distance to the goal. Won't necessarily mean it's going to be a first down. They don't automatically get 5 yards.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Down remains 4.
And indeed, I think the snap came out a bit early. Nobody was ready. And so now they're going to retry this one.
Well, what it looked like there was going to be a fake field goal. This Chase Akana, the holder, as soon as he caught it, got up and ran. So we'll see what happens here as the kick is up.
And the 27-yard field goal is up, and that is good from Isaac Segawa to tie it up here all at 10.
And Segawa just ekes it over that crossbar, and doesn't matter how it gets over. 3 points is 3 points, and we have a tie ball game.
So there's Segawa. We'll tie it up here with 10:15 to go in the third quarter. You're watching the Division II OIA Championship game.
Well, I heard Marcus Mariota can throw football into the clouds.
Well, I heard Marcus Mariota doesn't just help old ladies cross the street. He carries them 2 at a time.
That's ridiculous. Well, I heard Marcus Mariota goes to First Hawaiian Bank. Look! Hi.
Oh, awesome, awesome. Who's got the pen?
You actually have it.
And welcome back to Aloha Stadium. Chaz Mihara, Jarek Lake, Hio Pelesasa up here in the press box booth. All tied at 10 here in our first game of our triple header this afternoon. OIA championships are on the line for 6 teams here tonight, but only 3 will be going away with the championship title, as one of these teams in our game, Roosevelt and KAIMUKI, will have their chance to get the OIA title. But we're all tied at 10 here, Jarek, and I tell you what, I have that sense that we're in for a good finish.
Oh, absolutely. These two teams are very familiar with each other. You know, they're around the corner, up the hill, and a lot of these kids have played with each other growing up, and it's always a fun rivalry. As you can tell, it's 10-10 ball game, 0-0. You're going to see a lot of heart on that field.
So Tanioka on the return there for KAIMUKI. We'll get it inside the 25 to the 26, and what are some halftime adjustments that we can look here for KAIMUKI, and what can we expect from them?
Well, you know, KAIMUKI started with that ball and had an unfortunate break as they got a fumble call where the runner was clearly down. I expect them, though, to go back to their run game and really pound the ball with Fuala'au, and he's been successful on the ground, 12 rushes, 58 yards, getting almost 5 yards a carry. So I expect more of that. Maybe some play action and some more good defense out of KAIMUKI as well.
And indeed, well, actually the give, Maiava faked it, and now he's running to the near sideline as he's going to get brought down at the 34-yard line. Nice pickup there from Mr. Maiava.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a broken play here as we go to the replay. So a little read option action. He pulls it. Looks like it was a last-minute decision, makes a pretty good gain. Maiava's been, you know, he's not as efficient through the air, but he has been using his legs to buy himself some time and get himself in some better situations. So we'll probably see that as a continued trend, but KAIMUKI needs to settle down and get back to fundamentals. They're a little rattled here in this third quarter.
So Maiava on second down. His pass goes high, as luckily it falls incomplete out of bounds, as he was trying to find that time Kaluna on the top side. We'll set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, that's a interesting decision there. It looked like it was a design screenplay, but I think it might have been a fake screen with the slot trying to go up the sideline, and Maiava, it wasn't there. Maiava just held the ball a little bit. made a dangerous throw, but incomplete pass, and here we are, 3rd and short.
So Asuega Fuola'au will be to the right of Maiava here from the gun. Pass will be complete, depending on the spot here. It looks like it's going to be close, as that's Kaluna, and this time it's going to be complete on 3rd down, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, we got the referees signaling the chain gang. Nice quick out. Great job there by Maiava, delivering a perfect strike as he was able to find his receiver for the short gain and the good 1st down.
So 8:50 here in the 3rd quarter. If you just joined us, all tied at 10 between Kaimuki and Roosevelt. Maiava going to be out of the gun on 1st down. Now going to take a shot down the sideline, and ball was juggled. Love the effort that time, as the intended receiver was Moananu.
Yeah, but that was just textbook coverage by number 11, Jason Herr, as he was stride for stride. That was textbook defensive back play, squeezing the receiver towards the sideline, locating the ball, and that was a perfectly played ball.
It's an interesting matchup that we're going to be watching throughout this entire 2nd half, as they're matched up again on the top side, but this one goes to Fuola'au. And Fuola'au will just tuck the ball, run to the near side, get to the 42-yard line of Kaimuki, and we'll make this 3rd and 5.
Yeah, so they've been fairly effective running the ball out of the shotgun formation. Sometimes you'll see Kaimuki go in that heavy packages, but Fala'au just doing a great job out of the shotgun, finding room as there's a flag on the field, late flag.
Holding. 55 offense. 10-yard penalty. Down remains 2.
As they heard the call from Marshall Harvest, as there was a late flag, and maybe possible the reason why Fuola'au had some extra breathing room there to gain the yardage, but now it's going to bring Kaimuki back all the way to their own 26-yard line. So they go trips to the top side, single man on the bottom. Fuola'au next to Maiava. Here out of the gun. Looks right. Pass up top is going to be complete. Trying to get some yards after the catch was Moananu, and he pretty much was stopped where he caught the ball at the 30-yard line, 3rd down.
Yeah, they decided to go with a short hitch route. Great catch. He almost broke free. He shook off 2 tacklers, and disaster averted for the Rough Riders as there is good gang tackling involved. Now we have a 3rd and 17, only 2 yards on that play.
Felicita Umalete with the tackle to bring him down at the end. Here's Maiava on 3rd down. Pocket collapse, so throw on the run, as this will fall incomplete out of bounds on the Kaimuki sideline. And that'll set up a 4th and long here for Kaimuki.
Yeah, great pass rush there by the Rough Riders, getting Maiava uncomfortable. Maiava had a chance there to set his feet and deliver a good ball, just wasn't able to do, which, you kind of see it's what he's been doing most of the game. So great stand by the Rough Riders, and they have a chance to get the ball in good field position and add some points on.
So Kekahuna and Kalaik